Welcome back to the JSFL Week 8. And we got a nice 4-15 game matchup here before we get on to Monday Night Football. 3-4 versus 3-4. Phoenix heads to Detroit. Two teams on the rise. Who will fall in this wild card rematch? Let's see. As both teams ready to get this one going here in Detroit. Injury report, 3 people on both sides, 1 new on each side. For Phoenix, the new one, Humphrey Charles, back week 10. Also, Esteban Sylvester's back on the divisional. And Dexter Sex back week 11. For Detroit, Taylor Little is out. He will be back in a little bit here. They also have Hugo Bell out till week 12. Or actually back to week championship. I got those two mixed up. Taylor Winford Peters, a new injury. He'll be back week 12. And Taylor Little is back next week, week 9. But both teams looking to get this one started as they're both on the rise. And we'll get this one kicked off to your commentators.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what did the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's the second and 7. From the left side here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. He can muster only a yard there. They'll be left with a third and very short. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction. That leads to 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And again, this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. Looking low, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Forbath now to kick it away after the main field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a final return touchdown by the Cowboys. Some problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop in the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, give them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pushing 2 tacklers at the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that.
here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. We'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump at it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push on in front further. Let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. A great play there. There to make the grab. As they're now on the board here in the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now we'll look to throw here on second and 10. And this one's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set. That only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards into completion, but now they face third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to pump the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hit here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run it now, out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. A great effort there. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push on in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Forbath, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to someone and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
It all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a bigger priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and and now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Forbath for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet in bounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 in bounds in the NFL.
So the call stands as is. Not only is that the case, now you're out of challenges too.
Which means that if anything goes haywire and you look out and you want to get it corrected, you cannot unless it's within 2 minutes.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And again, this time to the tailback. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now they try the right side here. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now a handoff here to his running back. But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. There's that man again. It's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say